The bag. You keep on winning, so quite naturally we're going to keep on talking about the chances of winning the other three. It's your chance to close in on Manchester City again this weekend before they play on Sunday, of course. Every game seems to be getting bigger and more important. How much are you enjoying it at the moment, and how much do you enjoy chasing City down, being the hunters?
So I have to be careful whatever I say. Then some of you will make something really weird of it. Enjoy the situation we are in. That's what I do. That's true. What I don't enjoy, but I understand as well that it's normal. It's all the questions about it, because it constantly it's like that. It's considered that we won the games already, but it's there are always a lot of games in between. We have to, if I really want to win tomorrow, really. But if we lose, you all sit here and tell me that the title race is over now. So, and these kind of things, and I don't have enough capacity for all these different scenarios, so I don't really think about it. The only thing we prepare, and the only thing I do is to think about West Ham, then Inter, and Brighton, and whatever, and they're all so difficult to play. So I cannot think about what we can win in the end with it. I just can't. I'm only barely smart enough to get enough concentration and maybe a focus for one game and not the whole general situation. We are obviously not in the worst moment, but there are so many challenges ahead of us that I don't feel in a chasing mood or whatever. I just feel that we are hopefully ready tomorrow to face West Ham in a better way than we did when we played them there.
Yeah, West Ham, one of the only two clubs to beat you this season. What are you expecting from a David Moyes side at Anfield? David Moyes has never won at Anfield.
No, mate, continue. But he was close a couple of times here, even since I'm here. Very good. So what West Ham is doing is incredibly good, I have to say. I'm really pleased for David. He's really a nice colleague, and after all the things which happened in the past, after his very successful spell at Everton and being now at West Ham and being exactly himself again and organising a team in a really good way, making smart transfers, brings really good players in, and having a really strong side, I have to say. Yeah, they against us traditionally they are more defensive orientated with counter-attacking. But if you let them play football now with this team, I'm not sure who else will be on the pitch exactly and who is fit. But with Reece and Souček obviously is a top double six, and then whatever is coming up front is really strong. Bowen, what a player he became, unbelievable. So we saw him as well at Hull, and he was really good that time. But I'm not sure a lot of people expected this jump. So unbelievable player. Benrahma, outstanding. Formals, outstanding. Antonio, outstanding. And then for sure I forgot somebody who was there in their offensive line as well. So all tempo, technique, the combination of that, really good. But we are not bad as well, and that's what we have to let them feel, because in the game against West Ham, I don't think we were ourselves, at least not for 100%, not to 100%, and that's what you should be, and you should make it much more difficult for the other team to score than we did that day. Now it's long ago, I know, and a lot of good things happened since then, but nonetheless, we have to be better than the first game.
Strength and depth is important, obviously, throughout the season, but maybe even more so now. Is that a key to the rest of the season for you, that strength and depth of your squad? Many are saying it really looking good, and obviously, fitness-wise, not too many injuries at the moment. Firmino and Thiago.
Yeah, but enough. So, like, you're right. So, strength and depth is really important, no doubt about that, especially when you have to play different competitions. And but we have players who are not available, so pretty sure that nobody will tell me differently, because yesterday didn't train and Thiago will not be available for tomorrow. Then we have Curtis. It's not bad, but if it's good enough to go again tomorrow, I don't know. Joel Matip is ill. No COVID. Still nowadays it can be a little different way as well. So he will not be available. So all of a sudden you have to. Then we played a tough game midweek. All these kind of things. So we still wait a little bit for who is how in which moment. So it's not from 8 midfielders to Naby. We don't know. From 8 midfielders to 3, 4 midfielders in a week. That can happen easily. So it's nothing as well that we like enjoy. Oh my God, we have the full choice. You have the full choice one day, and then the other days you don't have it. So we have to make sure that we stay as fit as possible, because we have a lot of games to play in this upcoming month.
Ian, TLP.
Jurgen, just picking up on that point, I understand you've explained there about players can be missing one day, back the next, and so on. But this collection of players that you've got now, all the choices that you have to make in all these positions, is it now the most difficult task for you to pick a team from all these players each week?
No, to pick a team is not. No, that's not a problem. I'm long enough in the job to know how I want the team to play in the next game, and who is then most suitable for that. That's not a problem. The real problem was the squad for the final, because 5 subs, great, very great, absolutely great, and we have to keep talking about that, because again the whole world is doing it and it helps football. Not on the game we played against Chelsea was one of the most intense games I ever saw. For 120 minutes, only possible because we had 5 changes. There's no other chance to do that. And by the way, in games before as well, because that's only why these players have still like kind of the power to do that, because we could change in the cup competitions 5 times and all this kind of thing. So we have to discuss that until it happens, because it's so necessary. But again, you play a game like this, and then you are not allowed to have more players in the squad. Then you have then you don't get a medal. You have to order the medals later and all this. There's some things which could make it nicer, at least for the winner, which is actually I think the plan of the whole thing, that the winner has no problems after the tournament. But finding a lineup for the game for match day will never be my problem, as long as I have enough players. But then explaining to some players, by the way, you are not involved today. But it's only for today and not for the next 4 weeks. It's true, but it still hurts, and they don't deserve it, and that's why I don't like that too much. But no.